Today I'm going to talk about this pen. You can't really see what it is, so it's a big surprise, right? This pen, and I still can't see what it is. Be prepared for a shock. That's gorgeous. If you think it's not, then talk to your optometrician. No, I'm just kidding. I got this pen at the DC Pen Supershow 2012, and man, I was just drawn to it straight away. This is made by Edison, the Edison Pen Company. I was looking for one of their pens, just any pen, because I live in the Netherlands, and so far there was no Dutch supplier or European supplier, so I could get one from the US, but, just bureaucratic hassles. I thought, going to DC anyway, I'll check them out there. So, I went to Anderson Pens, them, andersonpens.net. Brian and Lisa Anderson had a couple of these Edison pens on display, and I just saw this one. And Eric from FV Geeks was with me, and we were just sort of looking at those pens. We both went, wow, when we saw this one. Look at the color, look at the marbling, look at the way this looks. I think it's awesome. I really, really do. So, I'll cover the parts of the pen, tell you what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and I'll do a writing sample. Really, it's just cool. Okay, it's a big pen, first of all. Fairly large hands, fairly large pen. Cool, I like that. The cap has a nice clip on it, which is tight in the way I like it. It's tight enough to keep it in place, but you can definitely, the clip does work. It's not so tight that it's of no use. Perfect. I love this resin, the material. This is a pen you hold, you don't put it down, you just keep looking at it, because just look at it. Look how cool it is. It's called Persimmon Swirl. The model is the Collier, the Collier. I would say Collier in French, but Collier is just fine with me. We go from the cap, which has this nice, somewhat tapered shape, right? It's narrow here, gets a bit wider there. Clip not included, and then it gets narrower again. Barrel, same thing. The barrel is marked here. It says Edison Pen Collier. Unscrew the pen. Get the nib. The nib is a nice two-tone. I got it in broad. What a surprise. I love broad. Section. Great. These threads, of course they keep the cap in place, but they are placed in such a way that your fingers don't feel them. First of all, they're not sharp enough to really dig into your skin, I think. And I just love the way this pen is designed, because I tend to hold my pens a bit higher, and then I always have issues with the threads, but this section is made in such a nice tapered way. I'll take it a bit closer to the camera. I know it won't focus, but just to give you a feel of the shape of the section, it just sucks in your fingers and they won't leave. It's smooth, but it's not so smooth that your fingers will slip. Perfect. Love it. Okay, big pen. It's good that it's a big pen, because this one won't post. I'll be very careful. I don't want to damage anything, but it just won't fit on there. That's fine, because it's more than big enough. So for me, that's just excellent. Now unscrew it. Out comes the converter. Got a new mail. Converter works just fine, fits in there, and I don't know whether it's me, but I have the feeling this is a bit bigger than some converters I've seen. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. But it holds a very decent amount of ink, which of course is great, right? Screw that back in place. A lot of threads, means that the thing is in there securely. The cap, you're getting the light from the wrong side. I am having light straight onto my face, and if I hold this pen against the light, then I can see the nib and the feed in there. It's not so translucent that it's irritating. I just love this. You can see that. I can even see the converter in there. magnificent. That's all I can say. I know I've been very enthusiastic, but man, I just love this pen. It writes smoothly. Brian was there at the show, and he said, you know, if there's anything with the nib, just let me know and we'll tune it for you. Totally unnecessary. Out of the box, wrote straight away. Again, Eric and I were both drawn to this specific finish, but I inked it up, gave it to Eric, and said, well, I can't find any fault with this. He grabbed it, he wrote with it straight away, out of the box, no skipping, nothing. Perfect. Perfection. So, if you don't have an Edison pen, you need one. That's all I can say. I knew I needed one. It took me way too long to get one, and I'm very happy I did. Cool box, cool pen. Nothing more I can say. I have nothing, in all honesty, nothing negative I can say about this pen. The only thing is it doesn't post. As it's big enough anyway, who needs to post? So, get one now. Persimmon Swirl, any other finish, they're all cool. So, that's it. I think I praised it kind of enough. Let's do a writing sample. And that's all there's to it. So I hope this was useful, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Okay, there we go. Writing with the Edison Collier in Persimmon. Couldn't write an O anymore, sorry. Persimmon Swirl. Let's start with a bit of writing. First of all, the ink, I forgot, Mont Blanc Toffee Brown. Nothing special, but I like the ink, I like the way it shades. You can see that this nib brings out the shading very well. Writing is smooth. I could find no real feedback or anything. It's just great. Nice and smooth, just the way I like it. And this is out of the box, no tuning whatsoever. Let's see how well the feed of the pen keeps up with fast writing. Not being legible, just being fast. I didn't see any skipping. Not sure whether you did, but I did not. So that's very good. Let's check out the line variation. I'll start with a little pressure. We'll give you some. Not an extreme amount, but hey, it's not advertised as a flex pen. But there definitely is some line variation. You get wider lines there, narrower lines there. Looks pretty cool to me. Again, nice and smooth. Let's check out the wetness. That looks like a nice wet patch of ink to me, just the way I like it. Note that it is even. There are no real white lines in there, which I always like. Nice even patch of ink, not just wet, but evenly wet. Impressive, in other words. So, I think I was pretty clear about how much I like this pen. I mean, seriously, look at this. Look at the way it's marbled. Look at the great color. I love the size. I love the feel. I think it's an awesome pen, I'll be honest. So, I hope this was useful. I didn't use the pen for a few seconds just there. You see it wrote straight away, no startup issues. Same thing just there. Excellent. I thank you for watching. Steve Meister signs off. Bye-bye.